The Sonic OVA was a huge part of my life. It's so fucking cool. The two big fights here have so much aura behind them. I always loved the fight with Metal Robotnik, despite the fact that Metal Sonic is my favorite character. But recently, in one of my last videos, someone recommended I do the OVA versus the Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach. And honestly, I have never heard of this bad boy. So, needless to say, I was really excited to watch it. An original Mario movie before these guys. I watched it today on 2x speed so I could get to writing this. And boy howdy was that something. I started with Mario last time, so this time I'll start with Sonic's OVA first. Thank God, I never find enough excuses to talk about this movie. I should go buy it at some point, but man, it's too fucking expensive. The Sonic OVA is marketed as the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, different from this guy. It was made in 1996 and English dubbed in 1999 alongside the international release of Sonic Adventure. The story is weird and doesn't really match the games at all. There are so many different kinds of stories out there for Sonic that barely relate to each other. This movie shows us Sonic and Tails who live on a beach next to Tails' workshop. They're visited by Old Man Owl who tells them the president is calling for them. When they get there, they find the president and his daughter are held hostage by Robotnik. Robotnik tells them to fight Metal Robotnik and turn off a giant battery that's about to blow up and destroy the world. Oh, and there's some mumbo jumbo about how everyone lives in the sky and everything under that is Darkness Land. We see an apocalyptic New York City, all that kind of stuff. Tails and Sonic beat Metal Robotnik, then find out the big battery bomb was a trap to lure Sonic in, copy his DNA and likeness, and turn that into Metal Sonic. Or, as Robotnik keeps calling him, Hyper Metal Sonic. Yeah, we never really hear that shit again. Apparently, if you blow up some of these glaciers, you can destroy the world, so Metal tries to do that. And Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles try to stop him. Oh yeah, Knuckles is here now. Can't really say I know where he came from, but he helped against Metal Robotnik, so that's pretty cool. There's some weird subplot of how Robotnik is trying to get married with the president's daughter, Sarah, who I can only assume is a teenager. Got some shit to answer for, Ivo. Metal and Sonic fight. Metal Sonic saves Old Man Owl and the president before dying in lava. Sonic tries to save him after he did an act of kindness, and Metal says,
"There is only one Sonic."
and that was the coolest fucking line when I was a kid. And that's the whole story. The animation is fucking sublime, and the fight between Sonic and Metal is super cool. It's really fast-paced. Admittedly, some of it is just that sort of teleporting thing to save on animation costs while also still making them look fast. I always love this hit where Sonic is already hurt and clearly puts everything into hitting Metal Sonic, as he just collapses afterward. Every character is also super useful. Well, the main three anyway. We don't need a deep dive analysis into some old man owl over there. In the first fight, Knuckles helps fight Metal Robotnik and literally saves Sonic's life. In the second fight, he comes in handy redirecting lots of lava and saving Sarah. He's also actively trying to pull Sonic away from the lava when he's reaching for Metal. Also, this scene really makes it look like Knuckles can just fly. Tails is actively smart, not just in the hey I have a gizmo kind of way, but in the let's use the shit Robotnik gave me to rewire Metal's brain kind of way. You can tell he's innocent and relies on Sonic. He needed Sonic to save him right out of the gate at the start of the movie. But unlike in other shows like Sat AM or Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, he isn't totally incompetent either. Not saying children need to be competent when they're as old as Tails, but you know. Tails is innocent, but he also gets shit done. He gets his hands dirty and is pretty good in the fight. I also would have liked it if Robotnik got his hands a bit dirtier too. I know everything here is his doing anyway, but I also feel like he could have had his vast amounts of robots help Metal Sonic. He probably wouldn't have lost if that was the case. Like, if Metal Robotnik teamed up with Metal Sonic, this would have been over. I think the pacing of this could be better. I know I'm not alone when I say that if this was an extra 30 minutes, I wouldn't mind. But beyond that, and a couple of characters being a little annoying, this is a really cool film. The action is great, the enemies feel seriously fucking dangerous, and the animation honestly kinda holds up. The voice acting is a little wonky, but it doesn't really take away from the movie. Okay, with that out of the way, let's look at the Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach. I just watched this for the first time today as of writing this, and honestly, I'm impressed. The story is about Mario and Luigi, but mostly Mario. They're shop owners for some general goods store. Mario is playing video games one night and is visited by Princess Peach who's running away from Bowser who wants to marry her. Man, first Robotnik and now Bowser? Well, it was actually Bowser first. This movie came out 10 years prior. Also, I don't think it's a surprise to anyone that Mario is older than Sonic. Anyway, Mario is unable to fight back against Bowser, and Bowser takes Peach, but she does manage to drop her necklace for Mario before they leave. Luigi Luigi laughs off the idea of Mario being visited by Peach and Bowser until the next day when he sees the necklace and suddenly knows all about it. The two are given a quest from a wizard and some blue dog to go hunt down these 3 magical power-ups and save Peach from Bowser. Apparently, a prophecy from long ago says that 2 men with mustaches, kind hearts, and a desire for money will come to the Mushroom Kingdom and save them. Also, the 3 magical items are the mushroom, flower, and star. Just shit from the games. Mario, Luigi, and this blue dog go hunting these power-ups with Goombas trying to stop them along the way. Along the way, they fight Lakitu, Hammer Bro, and Piranha Plants. In the YouTube video I linked in the description, which is where I watched this movie, they leave little messages on why things are named what they are, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Mario and Luigi get all the power-ups, make it to Bowser's castle, Mario eats the 3 power-ups, beats up Bowser, and the day is saved. Mario has been dreaming of getting with Peach this entire time, until we find out that the blue dog that's been with them this entire time is actually a prince who's destined to be with Peach. He has a matching necklace after all. This prince is named Haru, the Prince of the Flower Kingdom, which is eerily similar to Prince Florian, Prince of the Flower Kingdom in Mario Wonder. We have 2 princes to the Flower Kingdom in the Mario universe. The 2 of these guys side by side makes me wonder what the hell happened in that family tree. Mario and Luigi go back to their shop and everything is as it should be. Except at the end where we see Bowser and his Goombas working there. So it's pretty different from the Sonic OVA. I can see why these 2 were recommended for me to look at, but their energy is all different. Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach is very reminiscent of early anime. I mean, it is an 80s anime after all, but it has that goofy style to it that reminds me of Urusei Yatsura. It's pretty faithful to the games and is pretty fun to watch, though the jokes do not always land. You can't really expect them to though. It's from 1986. Still, it doesn't take itself seriously, and you can tell they had fun making it. The action isn't anything to write home about, the stakes are nothing compared to Sonic's, and Bowser feels a bit more like a joke than he does a villain. Like, he's just kind of a Reddit creep with power, kinda like this guy. At one point, Peach asks him to transform into a teddy bear and then traps him inside of a chest, which he then morphs with and comes out of. That's the kind of movie we're dealing with here. Now, the current Mario movies don't take themselves super seriously either, but it does make it easier to watch the Sonic OVA. You're treated like more of an adult with the Sonic OVA. I know I'm literally talking about an 80s Mario movie, but still. I really like this Mario movie. It's got a lot of charm, funny moments, and the animation isn't too bad at all for what it is. But honestly, 8 times out of 10, I'd rather go watch the Sonic OVA. Maybe it's my bias talking though. I hope not. Let me know in the comments which one you guys think is better. They're pretty different, so I suppose you could say it's not the fairest comparison, but all Mario and Sonic games are going to be different to some degree. Doesn't mean comparing them is a useless endeavor. People deserve to be better informed on how to spend their time and or money after all. Anyway, can't wait to see you guys in the next one. See you later.